another attempt was made on Donald Trump's life. Here's the sheriff's briefing yesterday to the media on this second Trump assassination attempt.
All right, so when we get done, think about your questions, because we're not going to take a lot. And keep them to the information that you heard. Don't get into what ifs, and because of this, we're not going to go there, all right? So keep that in mind.
Sure.
And we'll be good. So here we go. All right, 1:30 this afternoon. Call came out, shots fired. That was called in by the Secret Service. Because we're in constant contact with them all the time, we were notified of that, and we had units here that immediately sealed off the area. Fortunately, we were able to locate a witness that came to us and said, hey, I saw the guy running out of the bushes. He jumped into a black Nissan, and I took a picture of the vehicle and the tag, which was great. So we had that information. Our real-time crime center put it out to the license plate readers. And we were able to get a hit on that vehicle on I-95 as it was headed into Martin County. We got a hold of Martin County Sheriff's Office, alerted them, and they spotted the vehicle and pulled it over and detained the guy. After that, we took the the witness that witnessed the incident, flew him up there, and he identified as the person that he saw running out of the bushes and jumped into the car. Now, in the bushes where this guy was is a AK-47 style rifle with a scope, 2 backpacks which were hung on the fence that had ceramic tile in them, and a GoPro, which he was going to take pictures of. So those are being processed right now. The Secret Service agent that was on the course did a fantastic job. What they do is they have an agent that jumps one hole ahead of time to where the president was at. And he was able to spot this rifle barrel sticking out of the fence and immediately engage that individual, at which time the individual took off. So that's what we know about the investigation. We have somebody in custody right now that is a potential suspect. We got a little bit more work to do on it, but as we usually do, as soon as we decide that we're going to book him into the county jail and the charges that he's going to be booked into, we'll get those to you and we'll get a picture of him and we'll get you his background.
Okay.
So now I'm going to turn it over to the representative of the Secret Service.
All righty. And I'm guessing we're going to get some super valuable information from the Secret Service official. That I'll bet that was riveting. How come you don't have that, Chris? I'm sure that was. I mean, there was so much information there that
the sheriff covered it.
Yeah, okay.
And the suspected gunman is Ryan Wesley Routh?
Yes.
Is that right? Okay. Guy, man.
Interesting background. Now, the guy said the sheriff said he was going to update us on his background and all that. Well, now we have some updates on the guy's background.
Okay.
And one of the updates is really fascinating, that the shooting suspect was in Ukraine fighting for the Ukrainians against the Russians in 2022. Check this out.
Tell me who you are and why are you here?
56 from the U.S., from North Carolina originally, so live in Hawaii now, so flew all the way from Hawaii here. So the question as far as why I'm here, to me, a lot of the other conflicts are gray, but this conflict is definitely black and white. This is about good versus evil. This is a storybook, any movie we've ever watched, this is definitely evil against good. I mean, we're battling a situation here where, the Ukrainians and the rest of the world are caring and kind and generous and
caring, kind,
unselfish.
And they're almost a perfect people, really. Sounds like, doesn't it?
It's just a matter of, we need to stand up for that. That is the most important thing in the world, is just to show human beings that we're kind and we're caring and that we take care of one another and the world is united so that we feed each other and make sure that, we all move forward as one collective whole unit. So, we feel the pain of one country's failure and their conflicts, and we enjoy the successes of other countries that are doing good, and we all work together. And for some reason, Russia does not grasp this concept that we're all one unit. We have to get along and work together and
got to get along
and be normal human beings. This is 2000.
Was he trying to get along with Trump, or
work together?
How did that work?
It seems asinine that we have a leader in a country that does not understand the concept of being
nice to one another,
generous,
sure,
and being kind, and just the basic moral
going really
values
deep, isn't he?
That are required by human beings these days. It blows my mind.
Blows his mind.
Wow. So he's so into Ukraine and their situation that he actually went over there and fought for them.
Okay.
All right.
Good for him.
Became a mercenary, went to Ukraine, and I guess fought against Russians invading Ukraine. Good for him.
Mm-hmm. This guy's interesting.
Yeah. Very.
I have a story here from Wired magazine about how in 2002 in North Carolina, Greensboro, North Carolina, he got pulled over by police during a traffic stop. Bottom line is he ended up barricading himself for 3 hours. And he had a fully automatic machine gun.
Oh, wow.
This guy,
oh, my.
What is this guy's deal?
Did he have a permit for that? Because those are illegal.
No, let's see. He was charged with possession of a weapon of mass destruction. They described it as. Didn't have a valid driver's license, resisting, delaying, obstructing law enforcement. It just says, while the disposition of the case isn't entirely clear, Routh did plead guilty to carrying a concealed gun. Now, how does that guy who had a fully automatic machine gun get his hands on the weapon, the AK-47 that he had yesterday? Wonder how that
is
happened.
Interesting. There's a lot of seemingly unanswered questions
there
so
are
far.
a lot. And thankfully, Ron DeSantis has already said the state of Florida is going to do their own investigation.
Good.
Because that needs to happen.